Okay, so spoilers. I'm super excited. So even if I tried to do no spoilers, something's gonna slip out. So I'm just giving you that right now. You saw the title. This is the Captain Marvel review. Maybe I have the title of something clickbaity. But this movie is awesome. Don't go in expecting, okay, here's the no spoilers part. I'll let you know when the spoilers kick in. Don't go in expecting, Infinity War or Avengers Endgame. You're gonna leave really disappointed, which is why I don't expect that kind of stuff. Also the stakes, like for the characters and stuff, stakes are real. They have to do everything they can to stop this from happening. To me, though, I'm like, well, okay, I see Ronan the Accuser and the one black... I'm gonna piss someone off right now. Sorry. The black Kree guy, I see him. Both of them are in Guardians in the beginning. The black guy says, when Star-Lord is like, I'm Star-Lord. And then he says, who? Pretty sure that's the same guy. I haven't seen the movie in a while. But I'm like 85% sure that's the same guy. They sound the same. I'm gonna piss someone off. Okay, time to leave. Abort. Okay. Anyways, I'm still pretty sure. And Ronan the Accuser, he's the bad guy of Guardians. He dies in Guardians, supposedly. I would say I have a theory on that, but like as soon as we saw Red Skull again, it was like, even if I did have a theory, yo. Okay, here are the spoilers though. So, like I said earlier, don't go in expecting Avengers Endgame or Avengers Infinity War or Avengers Age of Ultron. It's not that kind of movie. You're looking in the wrong place. Think more Black Panther, Iron Man 2. I want to say Captain America Civil War, but that's literally just Avengers 2.0. So, I mean, they could call it a sequel to Captain America Winter Soldier, but it's not. Speaking of which, the first thing I want to say, Captain America Winter Soldier, Steve, Captain America, says, you need to start trusting people, Fury. Or like, you know what your problem is? You don't trust anyone. And then Captain America said, Fury, or shall we say Nicholas, you'll remember that from the movie Captain Marvel if you watched it. He says, like, last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye. And obviously, if you watch the movie, wait, which eye is? No, it's actually more, yeah, and then Fury's like, never better, just a scratch. The scroll is like, no. Also, I'm guessing if they do Secret Invasion, this is a speculation part, not part of the review, I'm sorry. You know my videos, these are tangents, okay? Yeah, these are by the way, okay, so my mom got me, my dad got me a bunch of Superman movies. My mom got me 2 Lego movies, and it's Lego Aquaman Rage of Atlantis and Lego Flash. So I would tell you what the subtitle of the Flash is, but it's just the Flash. But it came with this thing. This thing is awesome. You can't really see it. I'll get a better photo of it later. Or no, I don't. Thank you, Samsung. Or no, I can't. Thank you, Samsung. Why did you take that down? There was no reason for this. Give me Samsung Movie Maker. I'm JJ, but instead of photos of Spider-Man, I want Movie Maker. Why did you get rid... Like, what happened over there that it's gone? It didn't use internet, so it's not like you're getting rid of servers. I don't hear about no lawsuit, so it's not like copyright problems. Which I don't know what that would be. That's on the user. Sue the user, not the maker of the service thing. That was free. Are you just not making money off of it? Is that the problem? Because if that's the problem, then okay, just charge me $14 for it. That's how much it's worth to me. I mean, Like, even just 15 books is pushing it. Like, But how about 14 books? Hold on, there's a dog. There's a Flurken. By the way, Captain Marvel's cat is not a Flurken. It's a shapeshifter. Wait. Captain Marvel's cat is not a cat. It's a shit. I hate when I skip the punchline. That always happens. Captain Marvel's cat is not a cat. It is an alien known as the Flurken. Or as a Flurken. I believe they're shapeshifters, and that one just so happened to take on the form of the cat. I'm pretty sure it's a shapeshifter. They're about as smart as cats, so it's not like Captain Marvel has a pet human or whatever. It's a cat. Jess, what are you doing? Are you just happy to see me since we were out so long? We were watching a movie. But you're following me around like I have treats that I didn't give you. Which I don't. Don't give it any ideas. This thing's been barking for treats all day. She's sniffing me. I don't know what she's smelling.
Maybe I'm a squirrel.
Okay. Well, do you want out, buddy? You can stay in here if you want, but I can't be opening the door. Alright. Back to the review. My dog interrupted. I like watching those videos where cats interrupt things. Or just animals interrupting things. There's one with the dog barking, but then there's this one I was watching where this cat would not shut up. It was a podcast of some sort, I think. But the cat is just like, meow, meow, meow. And the dude's like, what do you want? It was funny. Anyways, those Flurkens, I believe they are shapeshifters. That one just took on the form of a cat. But even though I knew the entire movie that cat was going to do something, because why else would they have made a big deal about it? People were saying that the cat is a main player in the movie. And I was like, so what do you mean? It's like the cat on Alien? What's his name? I'm totally blanking out on cat names right now. I want to say Garfield, but that's not. No, the cat just looked like our cat a little bit, vaguely. And we're back, okay, So, yeah, I'm totally blanking on that cat's name. But so I was like, what? Like the cat in Alien's gonna be a main player? And then, no. That cat was like a main player in that movie. Like, yeah, it didn't have as much screen time as like any other character, really. Like, everyone got more screen time than that cat. But there was a decent amount of cat in that movie. Which, because it's not a cat. It's a Flurken named Goose. Top Gun reference, apparently. A lot of superheroes like to reference Top Gun for some reason. It's like, oh, it's one of those planes. No one's ever been so close to it before. You quoting Top Gun? Maybe. You know, Legends of Tomorrow. I gotta get the dog real quick. This is because I said I like those videos with the animals interrupting things, isn't it? Yes, it's like, I want to be in the video. Hey, maybe the dog's going to be a top player. Maybe the dog is a Flurken. Or, I don't know. If I'm wrong and the Flurken is just a cat-looking thing. Like how Crypto isn't a dog. It's a Kryptonian dog. Same thing as a dog, but, you know, it's Crypto. Like Superman looks like a human, Crypto looks like a dog. Also, just wait a second. So, even though they're called humans in Star Wars, are they actually humans? Okay. I'm just gonna have to ignore her. Because, dude, this is a tangent, so I'm gonna make this one quick. In Star Wars, you know, Anakin, they look like humans, you just assume they're humans. But I've seen a lot of discussion in the community. It's like, no, they're not humans, because they're not from Earth or whatever. And, like, Earth just straight up doesn't exist in the Star Wars universe, apparently. But in all the games, they're called humans. Like, in Battlefront, The new ones, I don't know about the old ones, and in Jedi Knights, I think. The Jedi series, actually, it's not Jedi Knights. The Star Wars Jedi series, you know, Jedi Academy, Jedi Knight, Jedi Master, is that one of them? I don't think so, actually. But anyways, they're all called humans in those games, but are they humans? And on Wikipedia, they're listed as humans. But is that canon? Well, I guess thanks to Battlefront, it is canon, so I guess so. Anyways, that was a tangent, and I tried to make it as quick as possible, but I realized that was not... I'm just going to try to cool it with the tangents. I'm sorry, guys. It's not what you came here for. I'm sorry about the dog. I can't do anything about it. I tried. Okay? Remember when I said, and we're back? I was trying then, and friggin' dog pool. Anyways, back to Captain Marvel. So that Flurken thing, it's really cool. The whole movie, I was expecting it to do its Flurken thing because they're saying, oh, well, this cat, like, it's gonna be a main character in the movie, and then I was literally watching a 15-second trailer that was just clips of the cat. So I knew there were some shenanigans going on with the cat. The whole movie, I was expecting it to do its little, like, thing, but when it happened, it scared me, honestly. I was like, what? What? But, yeah. It's got, like, octopus tentacles for its tongue or something. And then it ate the Tesseract, which at this point was on Earth, but then it was put in space because of Marvel. By the way, Marvel in the comics is a dude. And the fact that she's a woman in this movie just proves my point. Gender means literally nothing. It means nothing. The story didn't change one bit. I mean, aside from that she's a doctor in disguise who or some... Like, okay, but the whole mentor thing, the actual story, not necessarily the details within that story, did not change whatsoever. I don't know why everyone makes a big deal about that. Oh, by the way, if you're worried about this movie because of the trailers saying, like... This movie is amazing, by the way. But if you're worried because the trailers said, like, it all starts with her, and then it says, a hero, you know, like that kind of thing. If you're worried about that, like I was, for sure, if you look at that trailer, that is definitely not represented. Those trailers are terrible. This movie is amazing, though. I guess it did good, though, because I had low expectations. But people just hate this movie, so I think that the expectations carried on into the movie. Like, they're not... We were not watching the same movie because it was fueled by the expectations, whereas I didn't really have anything. So I think what most people... Like, go back and watch the movie and give it a second chance without thinking about the politics part. The identity politics as it is. I don't give a shit, though. Without thinking about that. And this is a really good movie. It's not even... It's like the whole strong female thing. It doesn't exist. It's just not a thing. A woman isn't any stronger than a dude. Well, except dudes work out a lot more. There's a stereotype to it. And maybe that's where this thing comes from. But gender means nothing. I don't understand this. The only reason I'm saying this here is because I feel like it's necessary considering what the movie is. Or what the trailers were. Back to the actual movie and not the tangent, which actually was like 5 minutes. I apologize, guys. I'm really bad at this. I need a script, but right now I'm just going off of like pure what I thought about the movie, you know. It's not being translated into a pencil and paper. It's not... Which you guys can tell, I'm sure. This movie honestly gets a 10 out of 10. It's not. It's not Avengers Endgame. Those are different movies. Okay. Avengers Endgame does pop up through the. Oh. One thing real quick. You know, Stanley died. So it's actually two things. I didn't want to mention that, but he died. So the Marvel Studios logo, I thought that was really cool and a great way for them to. I think they should keep up with that logo until Avengers 4. You know, which I guess is 2 whole movies, but you know, I don't know if you would keep doing that for all of the movies in the future. It might just get a little weird, but definitely Avengers 4 needs to have it. Spider-Man Far From Home. From what I hear, Spider-Man is Stanley's baby, so maybe. But, yeah. I think that was great. I was shocked. Like, I was looking at the trailer, at the intro, and it didn't hit me, but I was like, something's weird. But then the other thing, what was that? Stay till like the end of the credits. Normally, okay, so there was like the little small credits that had all the stuff in the back going on in the background, and then you get to the Avengers Endgame clip. But then after that, even if it feels like forever, which according to Chance it did to me, I was like, whatever. Stay till the very end, like until the projector stops working. Okay, because once you get to that point, you see there's a little funny thing. It's not important whatsoever, but I was laughing because the whole time I was like, so what end is the Tesseract going to come out of? And then my question was almost immediately answered. I'm not even going to tell you which end it is. You got to comment. So, yeah. I thought it was pretty cool. And yeah, the Tesseract, me and Dad were going over it. It was like, man, the Tesseract has a really confusing history. Because it's been all over the place. It's just, you know. Hold on. Gotta keep my phone on because I don't want it to do like my other phone did, where it will just turn off whenever it feels like it. That was really annoying. So I'm just coming in here periodically, turning it on and turning it back, turning the camera on and off. But I'll be right back again. Okay, I forgot I was recording. It's been 2 hours. I'm only kidding. I don't even know. Okay. 2:03. It has been half an hour. That's still not good. Okay. I forgot what I was doing. I was doing a Captain Marvel review. I remember that now as soon as I saw the phone, in fact. But man, Captain Marvel is amazing, dude. I really want to see a sequel. But like, even if this movie, to the general consensus, was like the worst thing in the entire multiverse, it was worse than Hitler for some reason. And I still enjoyed it for whatever reason. I wouldn't feel bad or anything because it's really an open and shut movie. There's no like plot threads left unanswered, aside from maybe Captain. I was talking to Mom about this actually. Captain Marvel, so Captain Marvel's gonna take the Skrulls and find them a home because apparently the Skrulls are good guys in this universe. That's cool, but that was something I didn't expect. Isn't it the Kree that are the Kree that are the heroes and the Skrulls that are the bad guys? And don't you troll me in the comments because I know for a fact the Skrulls are the bad guys. Ever heard of Secret Invasion? No, you haven't because apparently that. No, hold on. But yeah, as I was saying, this is an open and shut movie. Let's trim the fat off this because otherwise I'm just gonna be repeating myself. So yeah, like the Skrulls, they're the bad guys. They Secret Invasion. In this universe, you know, Captain Marvel's trying to take them home because that's all they want is a home. the Kree are trying to exterminate them. The Skrulls, yeah. So Captain Marvel's trying to take them home. The only thing we don't really know is that where is this home that she's making for them? Is it an abandoned planet? Is it even sustainable with their life? I hope Captain Marvel didn't kill any of them because that would really suck. But I mean, I know one of them died. What? I mean, he tried to kill someone else, so really it's self-defense. Tragedy happens. I actually felt bad for what I thought were the bad guys because, when after they do the autopsy on the alien, Skrull, when they do it on the Skrull, the one dude's like, "I'm sorry, we will not forget you. May the great beyond be nice to you," or something. I was like, "Oh, they're family. They're the bad guys with their family." And then at the halfway point of the movie, they're revealed to be the good. Well, not good guys, but it's possible that they are the good guys, and they're just like, we just want a home, or whatever. And then Marvel, Carol, is just like, okay, we'll go find you this Tesseract, and they never wanted the Tesseract. They couldn't have given any more shits about that. Like, everyone else is looking at the Tesseract, and the Skrulls, or the main Skrull guy, is just like, cool, you found your little cube, but now can I get my friends? And when he summoned his friends or whatever, I was like, you backstabbing dipshit. Because I thought him and his friends were going to plan a full-scale assault. I was like, you backstabbing dick. And then they're peaceful. And I was like, I was trying to figure out how that even happens, Like, they're the bad guys. I'm sorry about this terrible lighting. I don't know why none of my phones ever want to cooperate with that as like the camera thing. If I can turn that off, that'd be great, but I don't think I can. So you're going to be seeing that quite a bit. So I'll just try to keep my angle like this now. But yeah, this movie is amazing. The only thing that's left unanswered is where their home is going to be. And like I was telling my mom, even though you used to watch these real estate shows and stuff, I don't think real estate with Captain Marvel would be a very interesting. Like, okay, cool. Like, people are always like, oh, dude, Marvel could find a way to make real estate really interesting. And it's like, you sure about that, though? Could they find a way to make real estate interesting? Is it even possible? Doing your taxes simulator. Yeah. Ooh, actually, I'm pretty sure the one Comic Storian used on his podcast was they could make doing taxes interesting. And I'm like, are you sure about that? In fact, Marvel, make a one shot, which is just Iron Man and Captain America doing their taxes or whatever. Do a one shot. We'll see how interesting that it really is. Just saying. I dare you. She dares you too, apparently. Anyways. How many times is she gonna bark? I do not know what she wants. No one knows what she wants. She barks anytime she wants treats. She barks anytime there's a cat anywhere. If a cat as long as just exists in her presence. Bork. I don't know why. Without getting into any more tangents, because this video is already probably going to be one of the longest I've ever made. In summary. Well, I'm not going to do a summary, because that's just 5 more minutes that doesn't need to be there. Okay. But, or I was going to say summary, or I said summary, but I meant recap. In recap, that's 5 more minutes that don't need to be there. So, basically, this is an open and shut movie, da-da-da-da-da. If this is the only movie we're ever going to see with Captain Marvel in it, be a damn shame. But, doesn't matter. Yeah, this is a really good movie. I don't know why people hate it. There's some people who say it. There's some people who say it's the worst movie ever. Some people are saying it's just average. I say it's the best movie in the universe that's ever tried to do what it's doing. I mean, think about it. Are you going to say that Wonder Woman is better than Avengers Infinity War? No. Those are different kind of movies. You can't compare them. I mean, I guess you can. But Ant-Man and the Wasp, people were disappointed because that's not Avengers Infinity War. The ending was, sort of. But, you know, it's like, what did you expect? Did you expect that all the Avengers would be there? Did you expect this would be the big team-up movie? Yeah, it's called Ant-Man and the Wasp. But that's and the Wasp, not and the Avengers. So, there's the clicker if you need it. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying before I was interrupted by a dog. What was I saying? Damn it. Oh yeah, so open and shut, damn shame, da 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 da. It wouldn't even matter in the grand scheme of things. And no, wait, I already said this. Where I was at was talking about comparing Wonder Woman to Infinity War. You just can't. And that's I guess that's the end of the story. In summary, I give this a 10 out of 10 because I really thought it was that good. I'm not comparing it to other movies in that universe. I think if you compare it to the big team-up event, because you can't compare, look at this, you can't compare the rest of Arrow Season 7 to Elseworlds. Those are two different things. Like, the crossovers, to me, those are the only episodes I allow myself to watch out of sequence when I'm trying to do sequence stuff. Because those episodes, those are movies to me. Those are... Crisis on Earth X is longer than most movies, I think. I'll have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure. You can't compare them to movies. Oh, and if the rumors are true, Crisis on Infinite Earths is going to be even longer. Like, if the rumors are true, they're saying we could have 5 or 6 hours of like thing. Well, not hours. Episodes. You know, if those rumors are true, that'd be a badass crossover movie. But yeah, basically, what I'm saying here is, I'm doing a chronological order thing like I always do, which is what I do. That's what I'm doing recently when I came up with that Ronnie Raymond video. Is he still alive? Go check that out, by the way. I'm watching that in chronological order. And then, like, the events, like the crossovers and stuff, I watch those out of sequence because those are movies. And I'm not religious about it, you know? I'm just not religious about that particular part of it. You can't compare those. Like, when... It's like comparing apples to oranges, really. When you're comparing Arrow to the crossovers, you're also comparing it to The Flash and Supergirl, and those aren't the same thing. Those aren't trying to do... Are you going to compare Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy to the Adam West Batman? I don't think you can do that. I mean, I guess you can compare Christian Bale's Batman to... what's his name? George Clooney's Batman. If you just want to talk shit about George Clooney's Batman. You know? Because you're trying to talk shit. But if you're being serious, you can't compare the two. They're not the same thing. They're not supposed to be. The only resemblance I had to Batman is the names and characters. Not even characters. The costumes. And only vaguely. I don't need bat nipples, by the way. So, anyways, that's what I'm saying. You can't compare the two. That was a really long way to say it. Think of Infinity War as the crossover event, which technically it is. So, guess that worked. And think of Captain Marvel, as the rest of the season. Yeah, cool, you had a crossover, but you're not expecting this to happen like 3 times a year. Are you? If you are, I'm sorry, you're going to be disappointed. But you can't compare them. And also, if anyone says this was about like feminist stuff, there's no feminist content whatsoever in Captain Marvel. There are a few jokes, like, let's go teach them boys what we can do, you know? There are a few jokes like that in there. Actually, that might be the only one in there in the entire movie. That's it. There's no... I would say, like, it's Star Wars Battlefront 2, where they have a strong female character, but they don't use the word woman, she, or her whatsoever in the game. But actually, they use woman right at the end, because we will be back there for the weapon, or get to the jump position. We'll be back here for the woman. And then the dude's like, or I jumped the punchline again. We'll be back for the weapon. And then it's like, the core? No. The woman. That's the only time they use them. Oh, well, and the joke about girls can do, you know, that's the only time. All of the feminist stuff was put in the trailer, and I don't know why. That really sabotaged the movie. Maybe that was the plan. Marvel sabotage conspiracy confirmed. But no, this is a really good movie. The reviews were coming out, and they were all pretty much negative or just not very positive. And I was like, oh, I think I'm just going to skip this and get a recap later, and then I'll watch it whenever. But my dad, he didn't text me. But my dad bought a bunch of tickets online, and I got a text message sent to my phone that was my ticket number or whatever. And I was like, well, that's an accident. So I go talk to Dad about it, and he's like, oh yeah, we're watching that tonight. And I was like, okay. So, yeah. I was actually just willing to skip that and get a recap, but I'm glad I didn't. Because on April 13th, my birthday, we're supposed to go see Avengers Endgame. Now, if that's still happening because of Captain Marvel, I don't care. Or I don't know. But I'm not disappointed or anything. This was amazing. I wouldn't be disappointed. I think it was still happening. Yeah, I might be disappointed just a little bit. But, I mean, I still got a bunch of stuff for my... It's not... I don't even think I've started getting birthday presents yet. And I've already got a bunch of cool stuff. I got a movie, or I got 6 Superman movies, 2 Lego movies. We got to go see Captain Marvel. And I got this, which I already tried to show you guys a little bit. And I'll put it in the thumbnail maybe. No, I'm not. I'll put this in a thumbnail. Because, I don't want to put it in a Captain Marvel review thumbnail, though, because, if I put it in that thumbnail, it's just going to be weird. And I'm going to have people all over my case for that. And also, it might be clickbait. What? Jessica Cruz is in Captain Marvel? Yeah, I don't want to give that impression at all. So, no. This movie's really good. There are some narrative things that would probably only make sense if it were a girl or a female, because they did this whole clothes shopping kind of thing. Captain Marvel stole clothes off of a mannequin, and then she also was like, well, I don't want to wear this Kree uniform. I figured out they're the bad guys, so I'll let you decide what colors I get to wear. And they did that kind of thing. A guy wouldn't do that. I mean, maybe if you land him underneath the... again, I mean, no offense, because the stereotype, I just don't think it's true. But, you know, the gay stereotype? It's like, ooh, yeah, you know, that kind of stereotype. But I don't like that. That felt uncomfortable for me to do. But, you know, that stereotype, I think when you put it under that stereotype, it works, but... like, a biker dude stereotype, that wouldn't work. So I think... you know, I think there's some narrative stuff that would only make sense with Captain Marvel being a lady, but, you know, the feminism stuff really isn't there at all. And then people hate Brie Larson because of like some comments she made. And I was in a comment section with a bunch of idiots, And they're like, no, she literally just said she hates white people. And I'm like, how did you glean that she hates white people? Where did you get this information? She is a white person. Have you forgot? Unless she identifies as Caucasian, in which case maybe I could see that, like, I'm not white and Caucasian and I hate white people, and you know, I'm like, where did you get that? I just saw that she wants to know what the target audience, she wants to know what the target audience thinks of a particular movie. She doesn't care what a white guy has to say about a movie for black people, you know? And I completely agree. Like, well, actually, no, I don't. I disagree on the level that everyone's opinion in anything matters. But, I mean, that's my stance, is everyone's opinion on a specific thing matters. But I get what she's saying, is that, like, if I make a movie for someone else and the wrong person sees it, then, you know, it has the wrong effect on it. I get that point completely. So, but I don't agree with that stance completely, you know? But anyways, she's saying that she hates black people, or white people. And I'm like, okay. And then I made a comment, because this one dude is just like, as a black man, I detest any racism. And I don't know if he's actually, like, being serious or if he's a troll, but he was just fueling flames. And I'm like, yeah, okay, except she's not being racist. She's just saying, like, in her own special way, and emphasis on special, that what I literally just explained 5 seconds ago. And, you know, so, sorry, I just thought of one of those in conclusion memes. Because that's my mind's already racing to the end of this video. I'm sorry, guys. But she's not hating on any specific person. And then with the, like, as a black guy, I detest racism in any form it comes in. And I was just like, yeah, okay, but she's not being racist, and I explained everything. And then I made another response like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. I got interrupted again. I have no idea what I was going on about, but I'm sure you guys figured it out. So, in conclusion, which is the thing I mentioned earlier, 10 out of 10. Go watch a movie. This just turned into review plus some in-depth review plus not so much in-depth tangent. This still somehow lasted like 15 minutes each. So, sorry about that, guys. 10 out of 10, go watch a movie now. Stat.